up her arms. And she remembered she wanted to give him comfort. Only she alone have to give. Your father took it like a thief, she thought, then smiled at her baby. I always will have to give, because I am the founder of the half that was hidden by the laws of man.
Mother of creation. That is speaking of mother of creation.
Blessing to all out there. Yeah, my personal view and view of what history says. History, his story.
Our story.
Our story. Yeah. Well, we all know that woman bring forth the world. Everything comes from woman. Everything comes from woman. When we talk about Adam's rib becoming the woman, it just sounds like a joke, really. We have to really seriously look at these things, right? And say that woman has been there from the origin of time. Every ancient bone found in every civilization is of a woman.
Word sound.
There is no bones to date of ancient bones found of a man. It's only woman, and you can research that for yourself. And we have to look at these things more deeply. We can't just take what has been given to us and just accept it and hug onto it like it's our own without questioning these things, because as Rasta woman, we've held on to these philosophies, and obviously that has kind of shaped the way we behave.
Go on, sis.
It shapes the way we bring out our boy sons, our men children, and we have to really look at, really the role of a woman and the root.
I'm going to speak on in respect to me as a Rasta woman with children, and in terms of where we are, in terms of the consciousness of our people, and the whole social environment and the spiritual environment that affects us as a people at this time and our children. For example, what should be highlighted is the prejudice that still exists. Because you're different, or because you're treading a path that you're more in tune with Rastafari, which is being in tune with African consciousness and African liberation, and being more aware of who you are and where you're from, and being more conscious of the present system that is not in balance with who we truly are, because the system is still colonial.
The community of Rastafarians have been educating their own since 2002. The institution was registered in 2011 under the name of the Nyabingi Theocracy Church School. According to Administrator Kai Davis, with an early childhood department, there were particular needs that they found challenging in securing.
We've had a range of classes. We educate our own children, and so as new ones come, we have new classes and new classes. This is our current pre-K class. We have 3 students, and we had reached to the point where we needed to all be housed in this building, but unfortunately we didn't have the appropriate furniture for our early childhood development. And upon inquiring about where we could get some of this, acquire some of it, we were blessed by Mr. Claire Brown to make the inquiry and to attempt to get some furniture to assist us, and that's where we are right now.
So in steps the Ministry of Education with a donation of chairs and desks so that the children can experience a more comfortable learning environment. Teacher Sensi Mack explains how difficult it was for the children, while Principal Renee Ras-Italis George was grateful for the government's contribution.
The desks and the chairs would be a big help for them, because we had problem with sitting upright. We have problem with the way how to when we having the activity, we for them to be writing, they sit upright, and to press properly and all that. It helps in many ways.
InI at this time, InI give thanks, to the Ministry of Education for supporting InI, giving InI this help, this push forward, For InI say, education are the mainspring of a nation life, and education is the gateway towards everlasting enlightenment, So anything towards education, any contribution towards education, and I say it is a worthy cause.
But with new classrooms and brand new facilities being opened across the nation in an ongoing expansion of the education plant, Education Minister Michael Brown placed some other goodies on the table.
For every $1,000 that is spent over a year period for classroom materials and all the rest, as certified by the head of the school, the Ministry of Education through the Board of Education will give a refund. So every single educator that you have on compound is now eligible
Excellent.
to benefit from that $1,000 a year for classroom material.
Per teacher, that
Per teacher.
A scholarship opportunity that is afforded to teachers at the minimum of a bachelor's was also made available to the educators at the Institute. Unsurprisingly, the incentives were all well received. Andy Liebert reporting for ABS News.